So whoa. A lot of stuff just got said about Eddie Hearn and the situation with matchmaking. And he said a lot of different things in his response to a lot of critics. And I think a lot of people would definitely want to hear something that he said that kind of was in line with what I said earlier this year. And he kind of said it the same way I said it, especially aggressively. But I'm gonna read through this. He said, as far as the matchmaking, he was just saying, he knows it's tough at times, and a lot of it's for entertainment. And he said, I'm going to give you entertainment, and guess what? Sometimes when people underperform, when they're not good enough, they're going to lose. And I said that recently. I was like, hey, the matchmaking, a lot of times it makes for a good fight, man. Like, I gotta be real with y'all. A lot of times it makes for a good fight when he match makes. The night that Tank Davis was fighting Frank Martin, I promise you, I was looking forward to that Frank Martin and Tank Davis fight. But I've been watching Tank for so long, and I was studying Frank for so long that after the first 3 rounds, I said, yeah, I know how this fight gonna go. And once I started focusing on Liam Paro and Matias, that's when I knew. Then I was like, man, some good matchmaking right here. I was so happy when Eddie Hearn made that fight. And he's right. Sometimes it ends up bad a lot of times, and he don't want to put a bad product out there in certain situations. I don't always agree with what he does. Uh, Sometimes I can be looked at as a huge critic, but he's right about a lot of things, especially with the way he was handling Hitches over the years. I thought when he took in Hitches and was able to do a lot of things as far as in promotion, that was a big deal, you know what I'm saying? Especially with the things that Eddie Hearn did before over the years with other people. And with Hitches, he put him in a great position to headline and get a lot of good fights, fought some good names, Zapata, a lot of other people, some very good names, and built him up with a good resume. He's became a world champ, and Eddie did it the right way with Hitches. He didn't rush him. A lot of people gave Hitchens crap after the Lemos fight. Eddie did not give him a lot of crap. He just said, he probably got to perform a little better next fight, but didn't give him a lot of crap. You got to give Eddie Hearn credit on that. He believed in Hitchens a lot more than a lot of these fans did, and I always gave him credit for that before Hitchens even got a belt. Before he was mandatory for a lot of these bigger fights. Before the Zapata fight, I thought that he was doing a good job, and I gave Eddie Hearn credit for that. You can't overlook that. He did a great job with Hitchens, and he said some things that kind of was in line with what I said, and I want people to hear this because uh this was something I said earlier this year, and it was a big deal because from the things people know now as far as PBC and everything else. But I said especially last year. But I said earlier this year something similar. But Eddie Hearn had said, "What about Richardson Hitchens, who was out on the effing street after Mayweather Promotions wouldn't give him a fight, and I took him. I built him. I got him to headline. I got him to the mandatory position, and he became world champion. You want to say how Matchroom brought him through to do that? No, you don't, because you want to criticize." Hey, he dropped the mic on that one. He dropped the mic on that one. A lot of people gonna criticize, but he dropped the mic on that one. He definitely did. He knows his boxing a lot better than other people. He definitely does. Because a lot of people they don't know, but Eddie Hearns did a great job when they've done certain things over the years, and to be putting on a product like Richard Hitchens and let him flourish in the position. And Eddie Hearn hasn't really been putting on too many American fights, but he's been doing a good job over the years. He's got a lot better. I feel like it's a smooth transition he's made. Uh, he's done a good job, especially with the year he's had. Um, did a good job with Oscar, certain situations. Frank Warren, but this Hitchens situation is definitely a home run. This is like a project, and he didn't have to go out there and try to rob. Well, the judges almost ended up rob. I don't know what that 117, 111 was, but he didn't have to go out there and rob Paro to get Hitchens a belt or nothing like that. He already knew Hitchens was big time. He knew he was ready to go, and he put a lot of pride in that. Like he's like, hey, a lot of people didn't believe in this. Like I was getting criticized about that Lemos stuff. You know, people look at the Lemos fight, and you got to give Eddie Hearn credit. That was good matchmaking on that Lemos situation. Because that was a huge fight that the fans enjoyed. A lot of fans enjoyed Lemos so much, so to the point that he gets brought up a lot more than he should be at this point. But a lot of people enjoyed that Lemos fight a lot. And as you can see now, that's been a name that was floating around after Hitchens fought him before he got stopped by Keyshawn Davis. But Hitchens did a great job, man, and Eddie Hearn proved it. Like he said, he also got Jaleel Hecken from Mayweather Promotions. So he's been doing a good job over the years, getting these fighters in the ring, giving them good fights. Definitely been going on. But that's all I got, man. Like and subscribe.